Hello, everybody. This is very sketchy. Very um voice reveal. I was in bed one time and wondering what would happen if every Forsaken killer, both released and unreleased, were to battle in a free for all. Who would win? I'm gonna be going through every single character and listing their pros and cons. Note that this list does not include the Masked, the Decayed, Charlatan, or I guess 1458, because literally nobody cares about them. Anyways, let's start. Jason. Jason's incredibly strong and fast, having the fastest run speed, as well as being intelligent due to being a human. He can obviously handle the sight of blood, and his passive allows him to sneak up on opponents. He has many ways to dish out a lot of damage in a short time frame, and is very durable, having the second highest HP. Overall, pretty strong. Cool Kid. Cool Kid is very fragile due to being a child. However, he might be able to defend himself for a little while due to his increased strength and firebrand. However, he might break down when seeing someone die due to his young age. His clones could still help him though. Overall, I don't think he'd win. John Doe. John Doe is big and bulky, but he isn't very smart, with his mind being corrupted and distorted. He can use traps to help him, but in a free-for-all, they'd always be set off before he could use them to his full potential, or before he could set them up. And none of his moves would help him in the case where he suddenly gets attacked. Overall, he has a higher chance of a Cool Kid, but still not the best. Noli. Noli is fast and strong and be able to confuse his opponent with hallucinations. However, his weakness comes with his lack of intelligence, being controlled by the Void Star. Overall, he has a better chance with John Doe, but would still probably lose to Jason. 1x, 1x, 1x1. He has many long-range moves being able to snipe people from a distance. However, they all have a big wind-up, and during this he could be easily snuck up on him by someone like Jeff the Killer, Slenderman, or Jason. He's also not very fast and easily be outspeeded by Noli or Jason. And his obsession with killing Streletsky could hinder him. A solid contender, but not as good as Jason. Guess 666. Guess 666 is amazing. He's fast and, most importantly, insanely strong. However, his main problem comes with his bulk. Besides that, he's a top tier pick for first place, along with Jason. King. His mech gives him all the strength and speed any fighter could ever need. It's so big and it's practically impossible to get past. However, King did not cover his body, and characters with long and aimable moves such as Noli or Cool Kid, could still reach him. If both of them were already taken out, the others might have a hard time reaching or attacking him. However, I do think people like Guess 666 should do it. Overall, he has a chance. Jeff the Killer. Not much is known about him, but from what I can tell, he's meant to sneak up and finish his victims quickly. Using this strategy, he could survive and kill a lot of people. However, this would not work when 2 or 3 people are left. His friendship with Slenderman and Jason might be useful though. Overall, he would get a lot of kills, but probably wouldn't win. Slenderman. This guy's a force to be reckoned with. He can hurt you just by looking at him. I do think he could be killed as he's very slow and visible, and he doesn't immediately kill you if you look at him. Not much to say on this guy. Overall, he's dangerous but could be killed against the right person. Azure. Azure is very strong and complex and requires time to prepare, which he isn't going to have time for in an FFA. Other killers could easily get rid of the bulbs created by Tube Bloom, which is one of his leaked skills. The other move he has that could help him a lot is to wilt, but to use that you need to have bulbs on the ground, which he isn't going to have time to prepare for. Overall, I doubt he's winning. Phosphorus. The only thing I know about this guy is that he can burrow underground. While this could be good for surprise attacks, I don't think it could carry him to the end. Overall, he has a chance, but don't count on it. Cool Killer. Dude's made of glass. You really think he'd survive? Doombringer. This guy could be powerful in a free-for-all, with all of his known moves having some AoE potential. And his cage could let him get a few hits on him. Or not. I don't know how this killer is going to function. However, the more big killers, such as Guest 666 or King, could probably break out of the cage. Flowers. Yeah, I'm just excluding this guy. He's too strong. Zombie King. I doubt Zombie King is winning because as in a regular match, winning requires survivors, and in a killer FFA, there are no survivors on the match. Overall, he's doomed. Draco Bloxer. As a dinosaur, he could get far, but would probably get killed by King or Guest 666. Besides that, not much is known. Overall, I wouldn't count on it. After reviewing all of this, I picked the top 3 killers that I think would have the best chance at winning. Third place goes to Jason. As I said before, he's extremely fast and strong. The only reason he doesn't get higher is because bigger killers like King could probably take him on. Second place, Doombringer. His high placement is mainly just because of his moves having huge AoE power, and judging by how big his hammer is, it'd probably do a lot of damage. And first place is Guest 666. I mean, seriously, this guy is a beast, literally. He can just barrel through opponents like it's nothing. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this scary voice reveal, and see you next time.